Hey there guys, what is up? My name is Leo and you're watching the Argent Leo's gaming channel. In this video I'm going to be narrating one of my wins. I decided to make this video series on winning on PS4. I also do play on Xbox One S. However, I have decided to make the series on PS4 because the resolution is a little bit better. The gameplay on both devices is the same. Yeah, the resolution is just a little bit better on the PS4. So getting right into it. So if you want to win on PS4, this is how I do it. I try to jump or leave the bus as soon as possible. Once the bus indicates that I can actually leave the bus, I will jump down towards to the island and land as quick as possible. The main thing you got to do as soon as you land is obviously find a weapon. In my case, I didn't actually get a good weapon. Sniper is not a weapon, your first choice of weapons. However, in this case, that's what I found. I was lucky enough to find some shields, so I shielded up as well. And now I'm going to be looking for a better weapon, and also I'm going to be farming more stone. In this series I find that the stone does work a little bit better. Obviously steel is the best, but stone is easier to farm. Wood, depending on your ping. In my case, I'm playing on a ping of above 100, so I do like the added strength of the stone. However, yeah, if I could farm metal a little bit quicker, I would do so. Yeah, I'm trying to take a cheap shot against another player that has no idea that I am I'm scoping to snipe him, but he is moving rather quickly, erratically, and I'd like to make the first shot count. So since I'm not getting a good shot, I am most probably not going to take the shot. And I didn't stand still long enough for me to get the shot there, so that's fine. Or on to farming some more. And well, just a quick look around to see if there are any players that I could snipe. If you get a good enough shot, you can actually send a player back to the lobby with a single shot. But yeah, no such luck. So continuing to search for better weapons, because I've just got the handgun. I'm more comfortable with a shotgun and an AR of some sort. I am rather partial to the ARs with the sight, as they serve both a short distance and a long distance purpose. Just trying to get as much bullets as possible. In this series, or this season, sorry, you need to get as much bullets as possible. You don't want to stinge on bullets. If you need to spray, just make sure that you've got plenty of bullets, and that is what I'm doing right now. Farming and looking for better weapons, looking for bullets, trying to make sure that I do hopefully manage to have enough building material by the time I get into my first fight. You can say that in this game I am particularly trying to win. I'm not just practicing my builds or practicing my shooting. You know, for that you will obviously drop in a more populated area. So I figure I've got enough building material to comfortably go into a more populated area, as I can defend myself now. Like for example, you can see that there was definitely another player here. I've got full health, so and shield, so because I've got full health and shield, I can skip on some of the healing items. For example, the bandages. I wouldn't necessarily go for bandages at the moment. My playstyle would I would prioritize getting or staying within the safe zone. You can't win a game if you're not in the safe zone. So if you're not an excellent player, like I'm not an excellent player, I'm an average player basically. How I normally get my wins, I've got over 200 wins, is basically, and you can check that out on my channel if you want to. I've got more than 200 wins through all the seasons. Season 3, currently I've got about 7 wins, but I haven't been actually concentrating on winning this season. I've been trying to actually improve on my builds. However, on the PlayStation 4 and the low ping, I've discovered that the building or the editing isn't really this going to be my strong point, as because of the low ping. When I'm building, I do get glitches. Platform building and shooting is a problem, but you can build the solid structures, and you can edit from time to time. I wouldn't prioritize on editing on high ping, but you can build quite cool structures in order to defend yourself and obviously get higher ground. That's the main thing. Yeah, that's how I would actually structure a fight. Try and block off your opponent, try and get a higher ground. If you get blocked, it's good to have bombs. If used correctly, you could actually destroy a person's building above you, and you could actually try and gain the advantage and build over that person if you blow up the structure at the right time. So what I'm trying to do now is actually get a little bit further into the safe zone. I'm not really a fan of I do like the whole web shooting and slinging feature of season 3. However, it does make you lazy when it comes to building. So I mean, swinging does two things. You swing away, and then you can hoist and somersault and shoot if your ping allows you to do that, which mine doesn't all the time. So I do use the webbing to get around the map quickly, but it's not I have not prioritized it to learn how to use it to fight. I have used it in a few of my videos to maybe get an advantage, a height advantage, or a position advantage, but I'm not using it to actually fight. I prefer to try and get the high ground advantage or the structural advantage, and then take it from there. For example, this player didn't see me, so I tried to shoot his health as low as possible, and doesn't look like he's got a lot of building material. But yeah, his health was low. At least I got a launch pad from him, so I'm happy about that. I can use the shield now and then just get my health all the way to 100, and actually up to 200. So once I've got my health up to 200, I could maybe consider picking up the chugs. But yeah, okay, in this case I opted to look for another another pot shield, if I can call it that. Another pot of shield, or a shield pot, which I didn't find. And because the storm's rolling in, I decided, okay, to rather get into the safe zone. Like I was saying, prioritize getting into the safe zone, because you cannot win a game if you do not survive to the end. So in my case, I've got both the launch pad and I've got the web shooters. Right now I'm deciding to take the launch pad and try and get further towards the safe zone, which isn't too far. So I'm going to actually just run into the safe zone. See, there's a structure to my left. It looks like that player was actually scoping out the area to see who he could attack or she could attack from that higher ground advantage, or possible it was an attack. I see that players in this particular season do take a lot of high risks by building higher than 4 mats and then attacking a player that is, you know, relatively far from them. I suppose if you quick enough builder, or a strong builder, then that could work in some cases. But I do prioritize in trying to shoot the player down if they're building towards me. But as you can see, my loadout, I've got the shotgun and I've got the SMG. The machine gun does destroy structures quicker, but because of my ping, you know, you could actually still build and actually gain an advantage from me by building. And the SMGs do shoot quicker. However, the purple AK does do a better job with regards to damage, and it uses less ammo. So for me, it's working out a little bit better than the SMG for now. And I will use the SMG in another video in the future, so you guys can check out for that one. But yeah, so far just 1 kill. I'm not being attacked, I'm attacking somebody now. And okay, there's another player also attacking us, so I'm just building defensively, not really to get an advantage, but just to protect myself. So I fake towards the tree because I know that if you build towards in a tree, then you basically get tangled. But you can see what I'm doing is I'm trying to get above this player, and you saw how I actually built away, tried to get over him. This guy decides, okay, you know, this dude's way better builder, which is debatable. But yeah, as you can see, I'm building solid structures. I'm not trying to edit because of the ping. You know, I'd edit fine when there's no players around, but the minute I get too many players around me, then you saw my builds will fail. Editing is just worst. But who knows, maybe we'll get servers around where I'm staying, and I could then edit better, you know, not just in Battle Labs or in creative. But yeah, you can actually play Fortnite, enjoy Fortnite, and win even though you're not a strong editor. So over here we can see that there are players trying to battle it out. I do have bombs, so yeah, if you're if you've got a very high ping, it's actually good to use explosive weapons. So there's two players fighting out there, so if I can just get the bombs, okay, that was terrible, but if I can get the bombs in the right places, I could actually inflict some damage there. But yeah, the ground's a little bit too uneven and I'm throwing a little bit too wonky, and yeah, there's another player way on the other side over there also making a play for my play. It's actually attacking that player, and being perched high above them is actually a good vantage point. And because I was very proactive in the beginning of the game and I made sure that I got plenty of bullets, I can actually do this play. Oh, even the shark's getting in on it. Wow. There's another player with a boat also attacking. So once you land and you may be out of the safe zone, or you land out of a populated area and you farm up and you go into the safe zone, most players actually do migrate towards the safe zone. They try and rotate in earlier. So if you want to play aggressively, if you're a little bit more confident, or you've got, you know, a little bit better ping and you're able to learn to edit and stuff like that, you can make a play for it. But the main thing is obviously get your resources and stay in the safe zone. I've seen plays where players actually play in the storm and you get trapped in the storm, you find another player that you need to fight, and many times you actually die in the storm. So that is not actually necessary, or I find it unnecessary. So as you can see, I'm using my builds to defend myself. I would make an edit play out of a normal wall if I needed to, you know, build a wall, make an edit play and get out. But like I was saying, the edits do fail me, or I fail the edits. Maybe I become a better editor in the future, you know, but I mean, there's an edit play, and here's another example of how wonky these, what are these things called again? These reinforced steel plates can be, especially if you're playing on console and you want to swap now to the launch pad. So maybe if you're having difficulty like what I am having, then you can always either pick up the launch pads or pick up the reinforced walls. I was fortunate enough to find a fireplace that was burning, so I'm just healing up. And this guy is actually the last player. He was looking for me and I was just in the right place at the right time, and I managed to score a win. Easy, you see. I suppose this isn't like the best example of a win, but yeah, this is my first video in this particular series, and I hope it was helpful to at least some players out there. I don't expect it to be helpful to the pros and people that, you know, consider themselves very good at the game. But if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to win on console, particularly PS4 or Xbox One S, then please do follow my series. I will be posting a few more videos, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.